So last October 27, 2024, I posted a video about Boston Celtics guard Payton Pritchard wearing Jaylen Brown's shoe, the 741 Performance Rover in the Black Moon colorway, and I thought Payton probably signed with Jaylen's sneaker brand. But it turns out it was nothing more than a friend helping out a friend. Or is it? Because I'm fairly certain Nike wouldn't have allowed it, Payton being a Nike athlete since he joined the NBA. Or it could be that his contract has expired and was pending renewal at the time. But what's done is done, and Payton is no longer with Nike. Well, sort of. You see, Converse has just signed Payton Pritchard. Converse, of course, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Nike, which means Nike has vast control over Converse, even if Converse remains a separate legal entity or business from Nike. So, in a way, I think Nike just decided to transfer Payton over to Converse after his Nike contract expired. So, let's have a quick conversation. After the Boston Celtics selected Payton during the 2020 NBA draft, he signed with Nike. He wore Oregon Ducks PEs for the most part of his rookie year until eventually he would start to wear more colorways of other Nike shoes. But by his second game this NBA season against the Washington Wizards, Payton broke tradition. He did not wear a Nike shoe, but his teammates Jaylen Brown's first signature shoe from his own brand, the 741 Rover in the Black Moon colorway, which was interesting because Jaylen himself has been a vocal critic of Nike. And it wasn't even a one-time thing because Payton would wear the shoe for 39 games total. The last time he wore them was March 2, 2025 against the Denver Nuggets in a predominantly white colorway. He would resume wearing Nike shoes, mostly the Nike Book 1, but that would be the last of it. It's the last of it because just the other day Converse has made it official by announcing on Instagram that the brand has signed Payton. The photo showed snapshots of Payton during the recent championship run of the Boston Celtics, and the photo had the caption, "The rise continues. Payton Pritchard, welcome to the team." But it wasn't the first time this season that Payton has been associated with Converse. The first time this season, and in fact the first time throughout his career, that he wore a Converse shoe was last March 18, 2025. He wore the Converse All-Star BB Trillion CX, a shoe that was unveiled last October 2023. That's 1 year and 5 months ago. But here's the thing, Converse could be at the cusp of releasing a new shoe, and Payton may well be debuting it soon because I just don't see Converse pushing for its new image while depending on a shoe that released close to 2 years ago to help the brand achieve that goal. Payton's signing with Converse comes at the heels of yet another MVP run from the brand's main man Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, along with his upcoming first signature shoe, the Converse Shai 01. With this, it feels like signing Payton is a side quest for the brand because the main quest is still with Shai. To be fair, it carries a short-term goal of having better chances of brand exposure for the upcoming NBA Finals, with Converse banking on the possibility of Shai and the Thunder pushing for the Western Conference title, and Payton and the Celtics going for the Eastern Conference chip. If that happens, Converse will have constant exposure until the final buzzer. But long term, you might wonder if Payton will have his own signature shoe with Converse. With the way things are at this time, it's unlikely. Converse hasn't been generous in putting out signature shoes throughout its history, and this time may not be any different. In the grand scheme of things, people will easily think that Converse signing Payton Pritchard is a drop in the ocean. For now it is, but it's a much needed drop by the brand if it wants to regain a relevant spot in the basketball footwear industry. Not because Payton will be a big boost, but because signing more NBA athletes is a necessary step. Of course, Converse still has a lot of legwork to do to reacquire a formidable presence in the industry, especially with how fast Chinese sneaker brands have been catching up. It will take more than just Shai and Payton, but honestly, I think Converse is on the right track so far. But let me know what you think.